also have to go in on the mandatory vaccination hoax. They're spiking people's cortisol. Like, it doesn't work on everybody. A lot of people are down with the bullshit because it's not work on them anymore. They are illuminated, but they're not a light for other people. That's just a percentage or a whole ratio. They don't know Horus. And because I can get nerved about this, like pissed off, this God's jealousy. My apologetics is on hit. Nigga, apologetics got shit popping. It's popping. I could see what I see. I could already see what I see. You gotta contend with that because look, you get authentic like views. You get a perspective. It's about a perspective. That's the authenticity. Then you can appreciate that. Like like I'm not you know looking for contention. I'm not out here looking for contention and shit. You know, I might be doing a little bit of that looking in the camera. You know how people's that could be annoying because I could see my I can. It's not the same thing as if I didn't see my own face. It's mirror magic, right? I can't complain about certain shit like a mandatory hoax and somebody's dying because they made them take it. You know what I mean? Like that is the part that spikes people's cortisol. I mean, if you're not upset about that, then you're sick. So it's an access route, but you have to ask this question: whether or not you are actually never less alone than when you think that you are alone. And the only way to test it out, if you want to test and see if you are not indoctrinating people with this belief in science, you know what I mean? Like you have to go camping. But if you go camping, you're against collectivism. You're against collectivism. And you notice how the Army Corps of Engineers has like cordoned off all of your campsites and shit, like Ukiah, like California. You can't like I without a car. I fucking packed so much crap on a bicycle. I fucking went traveling like I fucking looking for places to pay for. I brought money. I was not like some homeless. Like I'm homeless, but I planned. You know what I mean? I'm not like there's a reason. There's a rhyme and a reason for me being anywhere. And even when my plans fall short and I go back to the only place that I can to try to, you know, you know, or I don't know I can say that it is that I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if I could speak on that. What I'm actually trying to do. You know what I mean? But because that requires reflection. So I mean, there you go, right? Uh, there's a word. There's a word right there. Like that could easily fly out of my mouth. I could be talking about reflection like a lot. Like I could be a sage. Like start spirit doing. This is appealing to the women that are like the John of God kind of thing. Like you could work for the FBI. We could be a Nexium. You know what I mean? Like that's all enabled. Like you're encouraged. You're not being censored. You're being encouraged. You know what I mean? Now, you have to believe that it's like that you're being censored. You have to believe that there's a mandatory vaccination coming. Because then what I mean, they could tell, right? If what I'm saying, they can tell about you. Like they could see if what I'm saying. Then it might not like you have to put on a mean face. You got to be intimidating. Now, it's different values. Like it's not valuable. Like I don't feel comfortable around non-threatening people that can't be intimidating, considering what's going on. You know what I mean? Considering what's going, what I mean? Like they have to be a little bit intimidating, you know. But then there's also just like legislation, overarching legislation that they could, everybody can at some avenue or some way be got to. You know what I mean? There is this right. Two different takes. Gangsters that want to be on the up and up and go legit, and some that don't want to have to be gangster anymore, but for a different reason, right? Than going legit. They don't want to have to be gangster anymore. Is the reason why a lot of countries hate us because we don't have to be. And we also have this Fed that is not federal, like a U.S. Um, that is not the United States of America. It's the U.S. Fed corporation um, that applies for a personage, that applies to become a person on paper, so they can um, have like the same rights as a human, even being that they are what's it saying, es- es- escalating super fund sites, and that even after they move on, it's still like have to dump so much money into the cleanup, even after that company's gone. You know, like I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like make the argument for the Mother Earth at least, like even if man is not rendered by the land, and we only say that because like you know what I'm saying, they're already mocking our cosmic origin in role play, and they do use sex magic and mirror magic, and you know what I'm saying, like that shit is not even impressive. Everybody's using it or down with the bullshit. Like you know what I'm saying, there's only a few people who's not. So, and it's no sorcery, wizardry. You know what I'm saying? Because like it's entropy. You can't get a good thing from a bad thing. There may not be a good or a bad or a right or a wrong, but just energies that are either right or wrong for each other. In that way, you can, in that sense, you can appraise something as being good or bad, but that could get slippery, you know, because you don't know that something. There's another. There's always another culmination into another head of reality, like another like we're like a node. You have to kind of clink up. You have to clink up with the nature. You know, it's like a Michael Jackson song. There's I can't remember like the lyrics or something. It's in one of the songs. It's not like I'm not giving credit to anybody for singing because he can sing. Like I don't know who writes people's lyrics. Like I don't really know. I don't really know Michael Jackson to have an opinion. You know, I mean, I know he can dance, but like as far as the lyrics and everything, it's like I don't know. He writes